I remember growing up loving the game of football, and really in the third grade, I can remember sitting down watching the TV in the championship game of the University of Nebraska against the University of Miami, and sitting there, man, I fell in love with the University of Nebraska at the time, and at that moment I said to myself, man, you know what? That's the school I want to go to. I want to go to the University of Nebraska. I don't know why. Man, I remember my senior year getting a phone call, and it was Tom Osborne, and head coach at the University of Nebraska at the time, and offered me a scholarship. And man, I was so excited about fulfilling that dream. And third game of the season, tore up my knee. And at that moment, man, I remember it was a Thursday night game, and I was laying down on the turf, and I was looking up at the sky, and I was saying to myself, you know what, is this it? Is this all it is to life? Football can be taken away at any moment, because up to that point, football was my God. It was everything to me. And I remember going on my journey, trying to figure out what is the meaning of life if football is not it. And I remember going into an FCA Bible study, and lo and behold, the person that was up there, giving their testimony and talking about the Word and talking about Jesus and what He meant to him was Tom Osborne. And at that moment, I decided, man, you know what? This is the missing key. This is what I need in my life. It's not football. It's not money. It's Jesus Christ. And at that moment, I went home and kneeled beside my bed, and I said, God, you know what? I don't know what to say or how to say it, but I do know this. I want you to be my Lord and Savior. I want you to be my head coach. I want you to show me the path of life. And at that moment, He took out his big roster and put my name on the roster sheet. And the great thing about all that is that at the end of the day, you know what, you can't get kicked off this team. It's permanent. It's what it is. And so at that point, I began to understand why I had my talents and why God put me on this earth. Well, getting in the NFL, man, I mean, what better way to end your career is playing at the highest level possible, playing with the greatest players that ever played the game of football. And the National Football League, man, that's what it was all about. 1997, I'm sitting there, NFL draft, and I'm nervous, and all of a sudden I get the phone call from the Carolina Panthers. Congratulations, Mike, about to pick you with the next pick. And one of the things that stick out to me the most is the fact that we went 1-15 and lost 15 games in a row. First team to ever do that. And we won the first game, and then to go in and just lose, and then you lose. But what kept me going is hope. Hope that we're gonna win the next one. And I think that's even in life, man. People got to understand that hope is so powerful. And I didn't lose hope none of that whole season. And I remember my last game. And our last game, man, I saw guys that was coming out there, and they really wasn't out there. They wanted to go home, and the hope was gone. When you lose hope, you might as well give up. You might as well hang it up, because there's nothing else to go for. But if you keep hope, then no matter what you're going through, you can continue to get up for the next fight, continue to get up for the next day, continue to get up for the next moment. So, man, we were so excited about the fact 2 years later, the same football team goes to the Super Bowl. And so, when you think about life, when you think about going from, the ups and downs, and, God always have a plan in whatever He's doing. And that was one of them. And to be able to say, man, I've been at the lowest of the lowest and been at the highest of the highest is a tremendous feat